everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a get ready with me. I wanted to come on here with my full face done just so that you can see, because I got a little bit frustrated in my video. As you will see, sometimes, with all of these studio lights on, things just don't look normal. They don't look how they look to a normal person in normal daylight. So I was a little bit frustrated. I had to turn everything off and go outside, see stuff for myself, and I ended up falling absolutely in love. My skin just looks so perfect. I'm totally loving the products that I tried out today. They are new for me. They are not new to the world-ish. And yeah, I just really wanted to sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about why I've been gone for so long, what's been going on in my life, and get ready. So if you want to see how I did all of this look, please keep watching. Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I am getting over a sinus infection, so I might sound a little bit funny. Also, my son is in the room with me, so you might hear his cartoons playing in the corner. You might hear some baby babble. You never know what's going to happen. I'm hoping he doesn't come topple over my camera like that one time. Also, I just kind of woke up and had breakfast, so I'm not looking my best yet. That's okay. Today we're going to just get ready together. Am I pressing record? Yes. So I'm going to try some new stuff. It's new for me. It might not be new to the world. First off, I'm going in with the Fiona Styles foundation. This is the Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate. This is extremely hard to find. It went on complete clearance on Ulta.com last year, and it's kind of been in and out with a bunch of different websites since then. I was able to pick mine up off of, I think, Beauty Bay. Where did I get it? I want to say I got it. No, I got it on Amazon. I've already gone in with my full face of prep for the skin. I'll link a video down below. I did film an updated skincare routine, pre-foundation skincare routine. However, my file got corrupted somehow. I don't really know what happened there. I'm going to take about 2 pumps and kind of work from there with my e.l.f. beauty sponge and just talk to you about my life lately. I hope this color works. Thank you for throwing your shoes. Yeah, so I filmed 2 videos last weekend, but the files on my camera got corrupted somehow. I want to make sure that I'm in focus, but I also need to see. I guess this is why people use little mirrors on the YouTube. Do I have one? I do. It's a huge pet peeve of mine when people do YouTube videos and they're freaking mirrors covering their whole face. I hate that crap. But I'm gonna try not to do that while I do it. Okay, this foundation's got really nice coverage. Nah. Definitely a matte finish. Oh. So I told you guys I would talk to you about why I've been gone for so long. Wow. Okay, this side is done and this side is not. Look how pretty that is. It's a matte finish. It's full coverage, but it's also skin-like. Hello? Grandpa pants. I'm filming. Thank you. Okay, I went back to work last year. I've been working for about 6 months now, and that's why I haven't been able to film. So when I went back to work, I opened a new restaurant. So I was training for about 10 hours a day for 2 weeks. It was so intense. It was so crazy. And I obviously wasn't able to film during that time because I was just so busy with learning. And then ever since we opened, the first couple months, we're so busy at work. And since then, it's not been as busy, but I work Monday through Friday, and I do lunches only, so that way I can pick up my son and be with him at night. And so it's just been, I've been really busy, which is why I haven't been able to film, and I've missed it so much. So it's now that I've kind of had a bit more time, I got that one video up, and then like I said last weekend, I recorded 2 videos, but they were both ruined, and I'm so upset about that. So I'm trying to figure out a filming schedule. I'm thinking maybe Sundays can be my day. I can film, I can edit, I can upload, because that's kind of like my routine. I really like to get stuff done in the same day, especially because I know that my favorite YouTubers, when they don't upload very often, and they already don't upload very often, I feel like the more we get into years and time passing, people who have done YouTube for a really long time tend to not upload as much because they don't have to. Yes, baby? Do you need help? What do you need? Your nose? Okay. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying. People just don't upload as much as they used to, and it frustrates me because I love YouTube. I love makeup videos, and I love watching them. So when my favorites only upload like once a week or even like once every 2 months, it's frustrating because I still care about what they have to say and I love watching their content. But I know that for them it gets old and it gets kind of boring. Okay, so let's talk about this foundation. It is so pretty. It's definitely, I feel like it's more of like a light to medium coverage. The hair on my face. Because everything is nice and muted. It looks very skin-like. But up close, I can definitely still see a lot of my pores. It's not necessarily pore filling. And I didn't go in with a pore filling foundation primer either. What is going on right there? I have like a weird spot right here that looks like I got punched in the face. What is going on here? But it looks really, really good for the most part, especially from far away. So that's cool. Next I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I got the color Medium Peach. Everyone's been totally loving this stuff. Took me forever to find it in store. I don't like buying stuff online. Giant doe foot applicator. This is the color. I always set with the Coty Airspun. I feel like this foundation looks really weird underneath my eyes. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. This sponge is from e.l.f. I got a 2-pack at Target. And it's absolutely amazing. Feels like a cloud. Oh, that's bright. Oh my god. No, no, no. Okay, up close. Okay, sorry about that. So I really needed to kind of step back and get out of my studio lights because I feel like sometimes in these lights, you see so much that you really don't see in normal lights. So I was seeing some funny things happening. I needed to go to natural light, turn all of this off, and check it out. And actually, this looks freaking fabulous. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. It is definitely matte, but it feels like nothing on the skin. I don't know why this foundation is so impossible to find because it is so beautiful and it feels good, it looks good. So I highly recommend that if you see it somewhere to snag it in your shade. I don't know if I mentioned, but I have the shade number 4 and I'm obsessed. As far as this concealer goes, it is definitely full coverage. It almost sets itself, so you don't really need a powder if you're somebody who doesn't like to powder. And honestly, this sets itself as well. I did set both of them with just a little bit of powder because that's just how I am. So this is what everything looks like. I did put the concealer under my eyes, here, on my nose, Cupid's bow down here. I set it all with a very little bit of the Coty Airspun where I put the concealer. I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder everywhere else, just a very little bit. And then I always set my face with the Mario Badescu. I use the aloe, cucumber, and green tea scent. That is what I did off camera. Sorry about that. I just had to make sure that I was going to go out for the rest of the day looking good. What we need to do now is bronze up the skin. What I've been using lately is from Hoola. I just have this little baby sample. This stuff is awesome. It is a little bit more on the cool toned side, just keep that in mind. I generally like things that are more warm toned. However, this has such beautiful pigment to it and you don't need a ton. While I let you know that I have moved. That's probably like the biggest change, besides me going back to work, is that we moved. So we moved into a house now, and I have my own beauty studio. I have my whole room dedicated to my filming, which I told you I need to do at least once a week. I know. But even if I don't film, like, this is where I get ready for work and just where I get ready in general. So yeah, we have this house now, and moving was obviously a huge deal because we went from an apartment, from a 3-bedroom apartment to a 6-bedroom house. So we have a lot more space now, and I have a ton of decorating to do. We definitely didn't have enough furniture, and we still don't, to fill all of the space we have now. But let me tell you something. It has been so nice being in a house. You don't really realize how much space and having space matters, because I was just so over living in an apartment with just as much as we have going on. You know, I have a baby and he's got a ton of stuff, and it's adults living in a little apartment, and it gets old and it weighs on you, and having that lack of space, while you think it's not that big of a deal, it really, really is, because you feel cramped, you know. So I no longer feel like that. I'm very happy to say I've got more than enough space now. We've got a beautiful big backyard. Sorry, that was somebody opening a door. So I couldn't be happier lately. Now I just need to start focusing on how I'm going to decorate this place, because it's so much bigger, and I haven't had a house in years and years and years. So I'm constantly on Wayfair and living spaces, trying to decide like what style that I want and all that stuff. I got couches. I am obsessed with my couches. They're so beautiful. And now I'm kind of like decorating around that. I still need to find a rug. I mean, there's just like, I have so many things to find. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows now. I wanted to do like a fully dedicated video on how I do my brows. So I'm probably just going to fast forward over this part, or just talk through it, not necessarily talk to you about what I'm using or how I'm using it or anything. An updated brow routine is something that I filmed last week that got erased. So yeah, and then, so, oh my god, this house that we moved into is all marble, and it's so pretty, but it's so cold. And you know, we do live in San Diego, so normally it's hot, but like this winter has been pretty cold. And I know anybody who's living outside of California is like, shut the up, it is not cold. But I'm telling you, for us in California, it is freezing. We are freezing to death over here. So we're not used to this, you know. So anyways, this house is marble, and it's been really, really cold, so we've got like space heaters and stuff, and like we've all just been sick since we moved, and we kept blaming the house, like, well, it's too cold in the house, and that's why. My son had bronchitis. Well, he had something. He had a sickness, and then it turned out to be bronchitis, and because they decided it was a viral bronchitis, he got medicine, but he wasn't on antibiotics. And then, anyways, his bronchitis turned into pneumonia, of all freaking things. So my poor little baby has pneumonia, and then I got a sinus infection, and it's kind of just been like an ongoing sickness. My husband doesn't feel his best either. And, you know, like I said, we kept blaming the house, like, well, it's just too cold in the house. And we talked to the doctor, and they were like, no, that's definitely not it. Your house is fine. People live in sickness all the time. There's people who live not in sickness, people who live in cold all the time. You know, people live in Alaska and they somehow don't die, you know. So, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of going around, I guess. Like I said, I am going to do a fully updated brow routine. If you are like, oh my god, what are you using? I don't really want to tell you because I kind of want you to watch my next video. But this is a true drugstore hidden gem. Mwah! Voila! That is the face done for the most part. Let's get some blush. We definitely need some blush on this face. My favorite blush has been from Wet n Wild. This is in the color Keep It Peachy. It's just like the perfect neutral, peachy, beautiful, nice light flush to the cheeks. And it goes with everything. I feel like I'm doing a red lip today because I feel like being spicy and just flirtatious. That's how I feel. So see how it's just like, it's the perfect blush. And like, what happened right here is my question. It looks like a burn. So I think that this shirt possibly got stuck somewhere funny in the dryer. How'd that happen? I don't know. I don't know. My nails. Can we talk about my nails for a second? I'm obsessed. Feel like I'm a little bit upset. This one broke. I went back to tips. I always do the dip powder. God, I'm obsessed with this. This is Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. Talk about a beautiful, beautiful freaking highlight. I always do the dip color. If you don't know what that is, this nail polish color is a dip powder. They dip your hand, they dip your finger into a powder, and that powder is the nail polish color. So you don't paint them, and you also don't put your hands into the UV lights, which I hate doing because it's really just, it's bad for you. If you're here in San Diego, I highly recommend and only recommend going to Terry's Nails in Pacific Beach. They're the best. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in color 10. I'm obsessed with this for baking right there. I also put this on my nose. See, when I film, I get all kind of confused. I normally never do my brows this early. Normally, I do all of this highlight, bake, and then I do my brows, but I was just like so excited. I had no idea what was going on. Anyways, so here we go. Now that I'm looking my absolute best, this is going to bake for just a little bit. I need to figure out what I'm doing with my hair today. I need to just do mascara. I have been using the Unlimited mascara from L'Oreal. This is the one that the wand does bend back and forth. Just be careful with that. I was using this on my lower lash line, and I accidentally, when the wand was right on my lashes, hit this down, and the wand went up, stabbed my eye, I had black everywhere, I was crying, I ruined my makeup for the day, and I was on my way to work, so it was just a mess. This thing is definitely very helpful. I enjoy it, but I don't, like, just be careful with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. Camera is overheating at 18 minutes. Good job. I will be right back. Okay everyone, so this is the look fully done. I did go ahead and go in with my absolute favorite red lipstick right now, which is new from Maybelline. This is the color 385 Ruby for me. I think this is part of their new, their perfect red for everybody, whatever line that is. This is the most beautiful, super pigmented, very blue-based red I have ever seen. I will say you need to give this about 7 to 10 minutes to dry because it will transfer to your teeth every single time that you say any word before it dries. So put it on, let it dry, and then you're good to go. That is what's on my lips right now. And I've got to say, this foundation, this concealer, oh my god, I'm so obsessed. I love them both so, so much. So yeah, that'll be the end of today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Please let me know what you'd like to see from me next, and let me know if you like this makeup look, if you have tried this foundation, if you have any other suggestions for me, because I feel like I'm on the hunt for new foundations recently, and I want to try just like everything right now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!